Okay, so I'm working on a 2012 Chrysler 200 with a 2.4 liter engine. Had to do a radiator change, and there's not very much information out there on how to change the radiator, but from what I could tell is you have to remove the condenser, which is this, with the radiator, meaning you have to evac your AC system. Really didn't want to do that. I don't even have the tools to do that, so I tried to see if I could do it without, and I can. So I'm just going to give you a basic run through of what I was able to do and how I was able to do it. There's another video out there on how to remove the front bumper. It's pretty easy though. You'll have a couple push pins that go into here. Remove all those, and then you'll have two 10mm bolts that screw in right there. You'll have three 7mm bolts that hold the splash guard on to the bumper, or the fender splash guards. And then once you get that out, you'll come over here and kind of pry on the bumper this way to take it off this lip. And then right around here, the bumper will be attached. Just kind of pull out on that, and then when you line it back up, make sure to fit it in that trough. On the bottom, it depends on if you still have your splash guard there. If you do, there's like I think 4 or 5 bolts. So, and then the whole bumper should just pull straight off like that. It wasn't too bad at all for the bumper cover. Now, taking the air box off is pretty simple. You have a couple 10mm bolts, I think it is, and then a push pin that's holding the air duct on right here. And then you have to take the fan off. What I did was disconnected this line, which takes, I think, 1/4 inch screws, and that goes right underneath here, or it's not a line but a wire bundle. And then disconnect your bundle right there. Try to get everything out of the way. And then the whole radiator, it slips up out of these little clips right here. And I can't remember that. I don't think this had any bolts on it, but anyways, pull that out and lean it forward, and then it should pull right up. Also take off your radiator hose assembly part right here, which is held in by, I think it's 2 10mm or 12mm bolts that hold a bracket that come out to here. So something you definitely want to do to make this way easier on yourself is this bundle is going to be like this under this set of wire, or this set of coolant lines for your transmission. Push this bundle all the way under and out right here. That way your radiator can come up, because the outlet hose right here is going to be so tight in here. Everything's tight in here, and it's better to get that out of the way. So you then come to the front. Behind here will be this little plastic guard, and there's 2 10mm nuts, one on both sides, and then there is one that attaches this right here. It's also, I believe, a 10mm nut. And let's see, I think that is it for what holds the radiator to this condenser. Now, oh yeah, there's these star nuts right here. Torx bit 25, I believe. Take that off, and then these mounts will slide out this way. It's kind of held in by this tab too, so you might have to barely push that one down. You have one on both sides, and that whole thing comes out. Both the condenser and the radiator will move as one piece together, and it's pivoting on these rubber feet that the radiator sits in, that goes into this bottom of the plastic frame here. Okay, so behind here it's kind of hard to see, but there is 2 of these little slots that the condenser will slide into. So you have to raise the condenser up and have this unit kind of, or the radiator held down to be able to get that disconnected. That's why you're supposed to take this out as a whole unit. But you can do it. Now, you'll have to fight with this lip a little bit underneath here, so but there is room. If you push up and then kind of push the whole unit together forward, and then keep prying up on the bottom here of the condenser, it should detach. And then you have to do that on both sides. The real tricky pitch is getting the this outlet hose past this line right here, and you just have to kind of finagle it back and forth. And what I ended up finding is that the this side right here, this little plastic part kept getting stuck on here when I was trying to move it up or out here, but I was eventually able to get the whole thing pushed out. And this one I kind of had to twist these lines just a little bit. I don't want to do it too much to be able to get the hose to come, or the outlet to come up through here. And the last part was this outlet hose or inlet hose, whatever it is, right here was stuck up in this area and I couldn't get it out. So what I had to do is, once I got this past these two lines, I was able to tilt the whole thing up a little bit and then keep tilting it up like that and then unhook it from here. So when you put it back in, you just kind of hook this in first and then go down. What I did was, just to be really careful, I put some cardboard on both sides of the radiator. I kind of sandwiched it, made a sandwich out of it, and to keep these fins protected. And then, you know, everything should be pretty much the same as you took it off. It is kind of a pain in the ass, but considering that they were going to charge, I think $500, $520 just for the labor, and then refilling the system, this was a much better option. But if you screw up that condenser, then you're out a lot more money. So only do this if you really feel confident in doing it. I sure hope this helps some people. It definitely saved me a lot of money. And yeah, thanks for watching and have a good day.